Thank you, Chairman Pringle and members of the board. My name is Diana Peck. I'm the Executive Director of the Kings County Farm Bureau. I have been here before, and I do want to express, just repeat what Mr. Upton had to say about the frustration we are feeling in the agricultural community because of the fact that our recommendations we feel are not being addressed properly. We are disturbed by a lot of the language in the programmatic environmental documents. There isn't a lot of specifics. We have a lot of vagueness, such as the term that the agricultural land is being affected when it's actually being destroyed, the references to the number of acres being destroyed. When you slice up a piece of agricultural land, a parcel through the middle, you don't just affect the piece that you take, you affect the entire parcel. And so therefore our belief is that it is not hundreds of acres that are being impacted, but actually thousands that are being impacted. Also, I want to express to you a little bit of a frustration for me. I was recently prohibited from attending a technical working group meeting in Kings County, and because I was not a county or city staff member, I also expressed that I was only there to observe. I understood I was not allowed to participate, just to observe. I believe the status and the updates that were going to be expressed that day were very important to the businesses that I represent, and I just feel that this lack of transparency on the authorities' part is cultivating an environment of distrust. And so I just want to address that. What we're doing in Kings County, it's become apparent to us that our public testimony is providing no impacts to the design and planning of this project, and so therefore our citizens have petitioned our local representatives to represent us in this matter. So I just wanted to share this with you just briefly, if I could. Our representatives take it very seriously, their duty to care for the public health, safety, and welfare of their constituents, and this includes our stable economy, productive industry, and healthy environment. When you destroy agricultural lands, you not only affect the farmers involved, you affect the business supporting, the agricultural supporting businesses, and also the citizens. And so I just want to ask you a brief question. I know I'm out of time, but were you aware of a recent demand by our Kings County government for coordination? Because they asked for the process of coordination and demanded it, and according to your agency coordination document, you established this formal procedure so that the agencies can participate in the environmental review process and not wait for the distribution of the environmental documents, but actually be involved in the preparation of those documents. Your coordination plan states that you promote an efficient, streamlined process as well as good project management through coordination, scheduling, and early resolution of issues. And I just want to say to you that Mr. Abercrombie stated at the first coordination meeting in Kings County, a government-to-government meeting, that the authority does not feel that the provisions cited in the Federal Land Policy Management Act or the ISTEA are directly applicable to this process or this project, nor do you as the authority agree that with our review of the legal basis for on this effort of coordination. I just wanted to question you on that.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, and in fact, all you heard throughout the course of today is coordination with various local government entities. You could talk to any of the counties that are your neighbors, and if, in fact, Kings County in this specific regard, and if you're the spokesperson for the elected officials of Kings County, that's great.
No, I'm not. I'm actually a witness to the process.
They should, in fact, send me a note that they don't feel that they are being heard. I would also like to just hear in a specific sense from some elected officials from Kings County.
Okay.
Because if your voice is that representation from Kings County, then I would like to be told that.
Okay, super.
And in fact, it's hard for me to understand the level of contact, involvement, and engagement that we have had throughout this corridor, and then to hear that your assumption is people are taking you or your organization or businesses or local government for granted. That's certainly not the case. Now, you can point to one or two specific examples where you're not happy or where an alignment discussion comes that you're not going to accept, or that some of the businesses that are part of your association. But in none of your remarks did you specifically reference any of the elements before us as to we don't like this because, or we don't like that because.
We have been stating that.
Well,
we have been stating that.
No, ma'am, you never stated it once today, and I was listening to your words because what we're doing at this moment in time is talking about modifying the alternatives. If there's modification you want to speak to and say, don't do this because of that, or consider this alternative because of that, You can claim that there's no public opportunity for you to express yourself, but guess what? You're expressing yourself in public.
I understand that.
So at this moment in time would have been the most appropriate way for you to say, right here, this affects a piece of property we don't like.
Okay.
And it would be nice for this board to hear it. This board is a part-time board that meets once a month. And some of us only spend about 20, 25 hours a week providing additional support at no cost to the state to hear and participate at events. You're more than welcome to come to the Kern County Council of Government event that I'm going to be speaking at, flying to Bakersfield for that single purpose, and then flying home to make sure I can administer the final exam to the class that I teach on Monday nights. But none of us get paid to do this. So your challenge of our staff and to say that, you know, nobody's listening to you, I want to listen to you, but I got to hear you. I got to understand what you're saying, and at this moment in time, I don't.
Okay, well,
so why don't you put it on a piece of paper?
We have.
Why doesn't?
We have.
No. I'm not going to have a give and take. I heard your point of view. I hope you heard mine. And then maybe you can be very precise and have the members of the Board of Supervisors specifically tell us where they have been denied an opportunity to participate, where they wish to participate, and where this alternative is taking your concerns for granted. So I wish to see that.
May I just say one more thing then? They have done that in this request to meet with you, but no one from the board nor from senior staff was present, only the regional representation, and they did. And so I will leave this with you. I will leave this packet. So I'm under the assumption that you have not seen this agenda packet, which actually is the letter from the Board of Supervisors to the High Speed Rail Authority, the response from the authority, and the detailed list of conflicts to Kings County's plans.
So leave it with the staff. I'll ask the staff to fully set. I have probably only looked at 2,000-3,000 letters that I've received, and it's wonderful that I might not have read 2,000-3,000 agenda packets. I know I've read letters from various people around the state who've expressed precise issues relating to their farm property, their houses, their businesses, and I think members of this board do, as well as that's the whole premise of having a staff developing alternative analysis and giving you an opportunity to be precise and telling us what your concerns are.
I agree, and I believe that we have done that. Thank you.
Okay.